Hey you guys, this is Rafael from ShilohRelics.com. Hope you're having a great day. I sure am glad to get to be with you guys again today. And like my granddad said, I'm sitting up and taking nourishment. That makes it a good day. Today we're going to talk about what, in my opinion, is a heck of a lot of sword for the money. This sword is an 1850s militia officer's sword. And you see a lot of variation in them. They were made by several makers. Most of the time they're unmarked, and that's because they could sell it to any retailer, and that retailer could sell these swords without advertising for the actual maker. So you don't necessarily have to be scared if you see one of these that doesn't have a maker's mark. This one has the full length blade, 31 5/8 inches. They will vary size-wise in the length of the blade because during the time of peace, they were mostly all privately purchased, and so they would buy them the length that they wanted them to fit how tall you were. So you see a variation on that. The sword has etching on both sides, and the etching is just the ornamentation that they put on the blade to make it prettier for dress occasions. This one has the floral and the patriotic designs. It has a eagle with E pluribus unum, and I love that because it means, the E pluribus unum phrase means of one many. And that's a neat thing to have on it, and it lets you know definitely that this one is an American because there's some similar swords that were European used. This one has that, as well as that big cast brass clamshell guard with the eagle cast into it. The handle on these swords will vary. A lot of times you'll see them where they will be ivory or bone. Sometimes you'll see them like this where they're a mother of pearl. And I personally like the mother of pearl just because it's pretty and I like shiny things. It's got the mother of pearl. On top of the mother of pearl, it has a spring wire that's wound around that grip. It holds the panels in place, plus it makes it a little bit flashier as well. As you remember from some of our previous discussions, the part that holds all the sword together, that actually holds the handle onto the blade, is called the pommel cap. P-O-M-M-E-L. Pommel cap. This one is designed like a knight's head. And as you can see, it's kind of cool having a little knight's head up there. You'll see those where there will be knight's heads. You'll see them where there'll be eagle heads. There are some that are just rounded. There's some that are shaped like urns. There's one version that, when I get another nice one in, we'll talk about, it's made like an Indian princess. So you'll see a lot of variation because in the times of peace, they had the time to design and make them pretty. And that's what they did with this. This one, it has a cool just look all over. We don't know who made this one, but if you notice at the base of the blade, there's a piece called the ferrule. And it has a floral design on it. This one is often called a Philadelphia style because there was a company named Widman in Philadelphia. And they use this little design a lot. And so it gets lumped in and attributed to a Philadelphia maker. Could have been made anywhere, but it is possible that this one was made in Philadelphia. This one is accompanied by the original scabbard. Scabbard's just the thing that carries the sword when it's not in use. The scabbards break on these a lot, so you'll see a lot of these where it's missing entirely. This one has a few bumps and bruises, so you know it was carried. The parts of the scabbard, you have the body, and then you have the rings and mounts that attach the sword to the hangers on the soldier's belt. They also made them like this with the little stud design that actually would have allowed it to slide into the holder on the side of the soldier's belt. You could use it either way with this. They were hedging their bets. This one is missing the throat, which is just the little piece that goes up at the top to keep the sword from rattling. And it's also missing the drag. And the drag is on, it's named appropriately. It's the piece that actually would have drug on the ground and those just pop off, because with this, it's just basically a little plug, and it didn't take a whole lot to knock that thing completely out. So this one, it's got a lot of character. You can tell it's been used, but it's a beautiful sword. And these swords, in my opinion, which my opinion and $3 will get you a Coca-Cola these days. In my opinion, these are really cool swords for the money. You can go on to ShilohRelics.com right now, as of the time this video is airing, and order this sword for $795. And that's a lot of pretty for $795. If you collect swords, you know this one is neat. I hope that you guys are well. I want to thank you all for taking time to watch these videos. I'm very, very thankful for each one of you that give a little bit of your time to watch these. I hope you're learning something, but more importantly, I hope you're having a good time. I hope you know that somebody cares about you. I hope that you have a great day. Remember to be kind. Love is the greatest gift we ever get in our life, and I'll catch you next time.